Yeah.
All right, hit it, man. All right, wait. Time out. Just real quick before we get into that. Guys, Jake James back on the show.
Yeah, dude.
We're in downtown Phoenix. Back in downtown Phoenix,
dude.
Last podcast I did was in Lexington, Kentucky.
Which sounds way better than where we're at now because it is so hot, dude.
Yeah. It was beautiful in Kentucky.
Oh, I bet.
Beautiful. Everything was so green, it almost hurt my eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could
there's grass there.
Yeah, and there's like fucking all kinds of barbecue and like people like doing outdoorsy things in the city, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm going back at the end of the month to go to a horse race to Churchill Downs.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to go to Churchill Downs, hopefully. I'm going to go to Keeneland.
You're going to get it like a fucking suit and shit?
Yeah, I'm literally going to buy an outfit just for it. I'm going to find the most dandy, periwinkle suit I can find. You know what I'm saying?
No socks and shoes type of vibe.
No, right. Yeah. Penny loafers with no socks type shit. You know what I mean?
I gotta be feeling comfortable when I'm making bets on those horses.
Exactly. Dude. I just want to place tiny bets on horses and then scream at them.
Dude, it's the best. And then also like just drinking just like whiskey and shit and hanging out with the boys. I don't know if you're going for like friends or like you're going for family. I'm not too sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have a fucking fantastic time.
I'm going
dude.
for a few reasons.
Yeah, dude. My buddy Jay got his willy wet, dude. You know, he's getting his little fucking pencil sharpened, if you know what I mean. Hell yeah. I'm not bad at it though. The last place I've been to was Massachusetts.
Oh, what'd you go there for?
My grandma died. That's the only way I could ever go anywhere. Like I feel justified going because I got 4 kids, you know. So like it's tough for me to
$3,000 to go.
Yeah,
anywhere.
dude. I'm glad she died in June because I wouldn't have been able to bought my kids fucking back to school clothes. You know, they're gonna have to wear those Under Armour shoes one more year till we get some Kohl's cash. Yeah,
I feel that, man. I feel that. I've been there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but Massachusetts is a fun town.
Are you from there?
No. My mom's from Boston.
Are you from out here?
I'm from here. I'm born and raised. I'm 5th generation Arizona.
5th generation Arizona.
5 generations. Bam.
Is that as many as there are?
Dude, it was technically Mexico at one time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm technically Mexican, but it's kind of frowned upon as a white guy saying that because it definitely implies other things. But what is history at this point?
Potato.
Yeah, exactly. I'm married to a Mexican man, not a Mexican man. I'm married to a Mexican woman, and I'm doing their culture. I'm paying it back to them, and that's all that matters, dude.
You got Mexican kids then, right?
I do, technically, yeah. There are fucking olive complexion kids. They're almost like, you remember that episode of South Park where people come from the future and they're all just like one color?
Yeah.
Like tan or like an olive. That's my kids. All of them are like, I'm pale and red. My nickname at one point when I worked at U-Haul, which is somewhere around here, was called Pinky. Yeah. Because my ears are bright red, and then when I would get mad, because I'd be like a supervisor, like de-escalating things, right. I was 18, so I didn't have the window of tolerance to be able to
charge. Yeah, that's
in charge because I would literally just show up. Yeah. I was literally the only like Derek's here every day. Right. He's 18. Let's pay him. Let's pay him $9.75 an hour. You know,
that's 50% more than everyone else. Now he's in charge.
Better than Safeway, Starbucks. I tell you that much. Yeah. I mean, I thought I was rolling.
Did you work at Safeway, Starbucks?
Yeah, on 7th Street.
How was that?
On 7th Street in McDowell. It was fun, dude. I used to open up. So a lot of like. My own concoction of drinks, which basically meant using most of the white mocha for myself and not for the patrons that would come in, So I'm like, I'll do white mocha. I'll drizzle it on a little lemon cake, dunk it a little bit, make a little bit of that oatmeal. I'll put a few pumps. I want a venti. That's how many pumps of white mocha I want in the oatmeal. Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't good. But there was one incident that happened in that store where these guys fucking were gonna rob. They robbed the pharmacy basically early in the morning. Yeah. Came in with shotguns, ski mask, and I was just like huddled underneath, like below the whatever the kiosk,
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck to call it. I was basically hunkered down, just like laying down in a puddle of water with like coffee beans everywhere. Just like, well, just give them the perks. I don't know what's going on here.
Just give them whatever they want.
Yeah, just give them whatever they want. I mean, he clicked that thing.
That makes it so much scarier.
It's so much scarier.
Oh, you heard that in real life?
Yeah. Woo! It's like,
oh, shit, yeah.
Everybody get the fuck down on the floor now. I don't even know what happened to him. I think they caught them though. Like eventually,
they almost always get caught, right?
I mean, you have to, unless it's like an inside job, which that's where my brain goes. Like, you know, it could be somebody working from the inside being like, okay, this is when we get the new.
That would make more sense. Like if you knew like when a fresh, like an order just came in, like we get deliveries like Tuesday mornings. Yeah. So like Tuesday at like 10:45, like start clicking guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's like, it used to be, I know for a fact people would like, this is like 10 or 15 years ago. People would be like, they would have a fake prescription, you know, and then you would go fill it and get the drugs allegedly, and like that was a hustle. Thank God they cracked down on. That's basically what started like the fucking the opiate pandemic or whatever the fuck they want to call it. I don't know. Enough about that bullshit.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, sometimes you gotta rob fucking Safeway pharmacies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just got to get the ski mask way, you know?
Yeah, they didn't know about catalytic converters.
There's been time in my lives where I've been down and I'm like, maybe I'll do some wild shit. You know what I mean? I haven't. I thought about it.
I may or may have not been into a Fry's, filled up a grocery cart with stuff and walked out with it.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
They didn't catch you?
No. Because
we on the statute of limitations on grocery store robbery?
This was definitely fucking 7 years ago for sure.
Oh, yeah,
this was, and this may or may not have happened, anyways.
Yeah, more than likely not.
Yeah, what I've figured out was that if you brought a lady with you, and I heard this somewhere. I don't know if this is true. Maybe it's just my fucking autism trying to justify what I did.
Yeah,
but which is like. Not the best thing, or it's not very fucking factual, but I knew that if you brought a girl with you, like it seemed like less likely that you were gonna actually be stealing.
You're gonna do some fuck shit, right?
Or like if you have like a kid with you or something like that.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, but also like kids steal all the time too.
Yeah,
like my kids will like grab shit, throw it in the cart, and I'm just like walking through like as if nothing happened, like things that are beeping as we walk through. I'm like. We don't have I don't know what there's something wrong with your thing. Like I'm so believable.
You know, I got chased out of a Fry's yesterday downtown. They thought so. I went through the door leaving at the same time as like a houseless person.
Yeah.
I'm pretty politically correct these days. You know what I mean? Like not because like I feel like I have to, but just because like sometimes it's fun. You know what I mean? You learn these new words, you might as well use them.
Unhoused, unwelcomed,
houseless
I don't
persons.
know, whatever.
Apparently it's wrong. You can't call them homeless people anymore.
No, you can't because sometimes it's not their choice. But, you know, I don't – who's here changing vocabulary at this point? We should just we should just come up with a new dictionary at this point, you know?
Yeah. Like, just make us up some new shit, right?
Just make up new shit. Like we call these –
exactly.
We call these
Gila
monsters.
Me and this dude walk out at the same time, and it starts beeping.
Oh,
and he like slowed down, figuring they're gonna check him, and like I just kept walking. I'm like, it's not me. Like fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see this gold chain?
Yeah, you see this? You see I'm flossing on a hoe, dude. You think I'm coming in here stealing shit?
And I left, and the manager came running out, and he passed up the houseless person, and he ran right outside, and he chased me down, and he thought it was me.
That's fucking.
He legitimately thought it was me, but he didn't say anything. He got all the way outside, and I was like maybe like 30 feet from the door, and like he just turned around and went back in. But like it was super obvious he was like coming after me.
I mean, I also think that people like take their job way too seriously too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's taking a package of Hawaiian rolls. Let that man eat those Hawaiian rolls, or woman, or whatever.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I steal ice all the time though.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? If you make me pay at the thing and then go get it, I'm just going to get it later. Like, dude, you know what I mean?
Before QT, like, changed, like, the inside of
when they used to have it in the thing outside?
When the fucking taquitos were close to the to the fountain drinks, you know?
Yeah.
The hustle was you take candy, you pick up a couple candy bars, right? They're packaged and sealed.
Yep.
You fill up a slushie, right? and then you put your candy bars inside, and then you top it off so it looks like you're just buying a slushie.
Yeah.
But actually, I have enough candy to last a couple days at this point. I have it layered with 25-cent bubblegum wrappers. Definitely. What kind of candy guy are you? You 100 grand?
No, I'd say more like a Snickers probably.
Snickers,
yeah. It's the Midwestern in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you guys got hot dishes and shit. Yeah, casseroles.
Casseroles,
yeah. Which I am not mad
I got
at.
a chick hang out.
I love me a hot dish. My good buddy is married to a Midwest lady.
Yeah,
and
from Minnesota.
She's from Minnesota. Yeah,
nailed it. Yeah,
exactly.
You say casserole, I'm thinking Minnesota.
Yeah, casserole, hot dishes. They got like fucking tater tot pie and shit.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
You got
She's
me
all,
on
put
that,
the
man.
Fritos on it, and then you put the chili, and then we put a little bit of tater tots on top and bake it, dude.
No casserole is complete without Fritos on top.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Preferably crunched up.
I probably am a descendant of somebody from the Midwest. Like, I can't be all from Arizona, which is technically true because my mom's from Boston, but my dad's side of the family, they're all from Arizona. But somebody down the line from the Midwest came down here. You know what I mean?
One of me's.
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
Like
Yeah. Which
I'm
not. I don't know. Are you a Portillo's guy?
Yeah. In fact, I was in Chicago a week ago, bro, and I got hot beef on Navy Pier. It was so fucking good.
That's the one place where I don't like. I don't like.
You know what?
I don't like the wet bread.
I'm gonna say something controversial for my people, though, right?
Yeah.
If I didn't have such a place in my heart for the city of Chicago, I don't think I would give a fuck about it, right? Like it's more nostalgia for me, right?
Yeah.
Because when I go to Chicago, there's some very key places I go eat. You know, I get that hot beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so going to Portillo's. It's like when I miss home, I go to Portillo's, right? I'm not going out of my way to go to fucking Tempe Marketplace, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll go to Raw somewhere else, okay? Let's get some fucking real food, you know what I mean?
Say Ross.
Yeah.
We're going to World Market.
Yeah, exactly. They have international chocolate. Oh, fuck that, dude.
No, fuck that is right, man. Fuck that is right.
I could talk about food all day. I'm definitely as I don't like to be called plump, but that's what most people find funny.
Yeah.
I try to figure out what the funny word is.
What's the word is?
It's plump.
Really?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. You get a chuckle out of everybody.
I get a chuckle from plump.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's like
just
the sounding of it, you know.
Did you have to experiment to land on plump?
What's that?
Did you have to experiment with other words?
Before
you landed
like rotund, fucking obese.
Yeah, that one's sad.
That one's more sad than everything. Yeah, like, oh my God.
Derek,
yeah, check his blood pressure, please. I don't want him to die and pass out, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of that, you notice I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now.
Yeah, dude.
I watched a bunch of your content.
You do?
Before you came over today. You know,
oh, nice.
Just doing
Thank
my
you.
podcast research.
Trying
to be a good host.
No, that's perfect.
As opposed to what I usually do, it's none.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
there's
what's
only
up?
7 videos on my Instagram.
Yeah, you're here to tell me about you, not me go find it out first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is good because now you get a sense of who I am. I like to do comedy. I'm an open mic comedian in Phoenix.
You're really good. I really enjoy your stuff.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do enjoy it. Yeah. I'm lucky to be within my second year of just trying to have fun. Like there's so many.
You're
people
still relatively
out there.
new then, hey? Second year?
Yeah, pretty much going into my second year. I wouldn't say it's second year exactly, but it's a year and a half.
I'm the same, but I feel like you have 2 years on me because you've been way more consistent.
Yeah, I've not missed a week this entire year, and
that's fucking awesome.
Or even from when I started to now, I hit up multiple mics a week. I've been on quite a few shows that I'm lucky enough to be on. I've been in a club setting too. Which, by the way, I did a club in Dallas once, which was really tested me to see how it is to do comedy elsewhere. And I ate shit.
Oh no, really?
4 days, 4 consecutive days. The last day
was it your first time out of town?
It was my first time out of town doing comedy. It was a new that's the thing about comedy is it could work within the scene here, but can it work somewhere else? So I always try to, it helped me because you have to bomb, right? You gotta bomb in order to feel motivated to want to make a change, and also like, you know, it's part of making
fucking
funny.
Up is absolutely necessity.
Yeah, it's a part of being funny. It's like you have to try shit, and if you have to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, like the part people are most scared of is like the part that's most necessary.
Yeah, or they want to do the same thing over and over, which I get in those cycles for sure, where I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to run my 5 that I've been doing.
Yeah, I have one of those. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, I have a very great 5 minutes. Like, when I went to Kentucky, like, I hadn't done it in a minute, but, like, I wanted to. You know, I realized there was a bunch of open mics when I was there, and I was like, fuck it. I got my anime kid bit. I got my threesome with a dog bit done. You know what I mean?
Oh, which, by the way, your very first time I was there, and you were
Bullshooters?
fucking... Yeah, you were... I thought you had done it for a while. You just seemed so confident. Yeah. And you had like the beats down of what was funny about the story, you know?
Thank you.
So like that in itself is a skill. I feel like some people have to do open mics to get to.
I feel like
you kind of already had it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Like outside of doing it, like it's literally just my favorite thing. Like I've converted so many poor girls into comedy fans. Like, you have to watch this show called Kill Tony.
I was about to say Monday night, babe. Fucking get the Uber Eats.
Babe, I know her.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fucking. Oh, this one you let her know. Like, oh, this one isn't good. Okay, this one's falling flat today. Okay, but it's such a dude. Kill Tony is not. It's a great show, but. Yeah. I may be too young into comedy to really be speaking on anything about it, but I feel like it doesn't justify like comedy in general because like a minute is hard in itself. Yeah. If you overthink it, I feel like. So who knows, like if you can make people, but that's kind of like what you should do. Like in the first minute is try to get people to laugh like right away. Yeah. You know, so it's kind of like a skill.
Because how many people do you see go up at open mics and take that first minute and that whole first minute's a setup? And you haven't laughed once, you know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of just like getting right to it.
I do the hacky thing and shit on people like last night.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking Max, I don't know if are you an Eagles fan?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Man, Green Bay Packers.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I had a flashback of 2015 when the Cardinals and Green Bay, that whole fucking Hail Mary sitch, and then we ate shit against the fucking Cam Newton and the Panthers. Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking great. That's the only time we've done good against Green Bay. Other than that, like it's the worst. Yeah, but I tend to shit on people for fun. It's not anything personal, but like even last night, like one dude went up, Max, he's an Eagles fan. I go, you know, Max is an Eagles fan. Let's do the chant EAGLGBTQ+. Yeah, that's how I was taught. I don't know. So sometimes it's hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to get the crowd going. And I'm a silly little guy, you know. I like to have fun, and I like to mainly shit on myself. So I may shit on somebody up top, but for the most part, I'm shitting on myself. Yeah. It's a lot of just how absurd and embarrassing I can be.
So you say you're 35, right?
I'm 35.
35. Yeah. So you started comedy 2 years ago.
About it was last year, but I'm at like a year and a half right now.
Okay.
So
Why'd you start?
I definitely wanted to do this for a while, actually. Yeah. I wanted to do comedy since I was like 11 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, and I told my dad that, and he was like, "You should be a plumber."
That sounds like my dad.
Yeah. And you know what? He's not wrong, because guess what? Guess what? AI isn't going to take over plumbing.
No, never.
100%. Yeah. That's a one sort of field that you need hands-on. You need somebody with experience cleaning out P-traps. Dude, no AI robot's going to snake my toilet properly. Yeah. There's like a technique to it. Like I know the angles and shit. Like, no, I probably should have been a plumber, but I've fucking laid concrete with him for like a summer. Yeah. And I can't do that either.
Yeah.
So.
I was a construction worker for 3 years one time.
Dude,
like,
you're fucking.
I'm telling you, like legit, like
get up at 4:30.
4:30, steel toe boots.
Yeah.
Packed lunch, thermos, hard hat, yellow vest.
Yeah.
Tired all the time.
Fucking couple zins.
Yeah. This was a while ago. There, people are still just straight chewing tobacco. Dude, so I used to install sprinklers, right? Fire sprinklers. The things in the ceiling that put out fucking fires. And I was an apprentice in this union, so like they just like shit on the apprentices.
Shout out, what is it?
Shout out Sprinkler Fitter 669.
Yeah, there we go. Springfield 669 boys.
Local 669.
Local 6 boy. Guys need a big guy carrying fucking sleds and shit. I got you.
I didn't fit in at all because like I had spent the 10 years before literally being a rapper, right? So I went from rap music, and then I met a girl, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to get married and have kids. And I was like, I think I got to become a fucking construction worker because I need the money.
Dude, I've wrestled with those thoughts recently. Like, I should probably just go back to laying concrete. It's not that bad, to be honest.
Right.
It's literally just mixing mud, laying mud, watching it dry, and then making sure
there's a camaraderie that comes with that, too. You know what? They can't see it. There's a porch right here, right? You can see it.
Yeah.
I've been out smoking weed on that porch, right?
Yeah.
And these construction guys that are building the high rise across the street, they all take their breaks on this corner. And I sit out there and smoke weed, and I just listen to them talk.
Yo.
And they're just like talking shit. And like, earlier today, there was a guy on the other side of the street. Yeah. And there's like 4 guys walking here. And he goes, hey, remember what Miguel said? Feeling stress is for bitches.
Hey, shout out to YG. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Okay,
very true.
That song got me through so many bad times. Which that's my favorite song when I'm down, and that would be my recommendation. If you hear Miguel get upset, be like, hey, Poppy, throw on YG. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, dude. You're gonna be feeling better. Okay, you're gonna be feeling mejor. Okay,
hell yeah.
Which is Espanol for better. All
right. That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
So where'd you do your first open mic?
Wayward
is your first, really?
Wayward. I have
shit, okay.
I should probably, I don't know how like good you are with like adding in clips, but it's crazy, like starting in this or like within the last year, like I can record everything.
Yeah.
So I literally have my very first set.
Yeah.
And what happened was there was literally a fight going down between a D-backs and a Dodgers fan.
In Wayward?
Yeah.
Really?
And it was actually good because I was like, I didn't know at the time that I was just like riffing and having fun.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't doing any jokes. I was just basically talking shit about them. What I've always done.
Yeah.
Which is fun to me because like I've always been like, I guess doing comedy in a sense, not realizing that I've been doing it for years, just trying to make people laugh because I'm insecure about how people perceive me, so I use comedy to like bridge the gap and shit. I'm very it's very fucking lame, but also help me today to be funny. So whatever.
Feel that.
Yeah, I'm a queef. I'm a big old fat plump queef, dude. That'd be funny. Like somebody like they had like a fruit like a queef fruit.
Is that a real fruit?
In Hawaii, like,
is it really?
No.
I got the shirt for it.
I know, dude. I know. I look like I fucking should be in a fruit bowl, dude. This shirt on.
Fuck yeah. So all right.
Wayward was the first mic.
Wait. Let's go back a little bit more because I think this is something that I want to start doing on this podcast more. Right?
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm fascinated with is how people like arrive. Because, when we meet people, like, out in the scene at Wayward, at Bullshooters, like, most of the time, it's a lot of the same people. People have been doing it for a while. But we don't spend a lot of time talking to each other about, like why we started. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm... Honestly, at this point, it's so cheesy to say. I don't even like to say it, but I watched like 600 episodes of Kill Tony, and at some point, you're like, I could fucking do that. Like,
it gets very. You get very delusional in that you can do it, but then once you do it, it's like, oh wait, this is a lot harder than I think. Because
I'm at the point where like I know I could go do it, and I could come up with some shit to say, but like now I'm at the point where like you either have to like be an artist or not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm struggling with like the always working on it artist part. Like I feel like I'm really good at like being like, all right, I'm gonna go put a 5-minute together and I'll do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I don't have that like walking around with a notebook thing other people have. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm struggling with that right now because I love doing it, but like I see other people that are like comedic artists that we see we'll see them tonight at Wayward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I know I don't have some of that in me, so like I've been struggling with that a little bit. You know? What I
mean? I think you definitely have the funny, and it's really the sauce or the special part about comedy is you should be writing, but also I get what you're saying too, because the times that I've done good early on was when I abandoned all my shit. Yeah. All my dumb, stupid fucking jokes and just being real in the moment about things. Like I realized, because I told a joke once at Bullshooters, which is a mic I host every Tuesday at 7:30 in Phoenix. I would literally, my wife took her a while to get used to, like, you know, me having a thing or an affection towards something else that wasn't her, right? So like it's hard to like, you know what I mean? Like, because I genuinely love comedy, and she knows it now. But there's times where like
when you're 33 with 4 kids, she's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, you fucking piece of shit? Go be a plumber like your dad told you to be.
Please go plumb.
You can't even lay pipe in the bed, okay? At least do it out in the real world to make actual money, dude. I have $2,000 in my 401k. I guess that's not good, Jake. I don't know. I feel like it's good to me. Fuck everybody else, dude. But we literally had there's this place on 35th Avenue in Campbell called El Caprichoso.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And she wanted these hot dogs. Closes at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I'm about to go up, and she's like, you better bring me these fucking hot dogs. I'm going to be so fucking, like, we're texting. Yeah. And I go up, I'm like, I got to get this done soon, guys, because I got some fucking bitch asking me to pick up hot dogs, and guess what? I'm going to pick her up some hot dogs, and they're going to be Chicago style. Grilled onions, mustard, and a gun in her mouth, dude. And it did really good, you know? Like, I was genuinely mad in the moment. I'm not going to, she's still, I mean, who's going to clean my chonies?
Right.
Who's going to do, I don't even know how to work my new washer and dryer that I bought with tax money. Like, I have no idea how, like, I need her more than she needs me. I
feel that.
For sure. She's like, she has technically 5 kids, and I'm like the biggest one.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I get it. When I got divorced, I came into that very head on. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know how to do anything. Yeah, I had to learn how to cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, it's a blessing at this point because now I can fucking cook.
Yeah,
you know
it's a good thing.
And now, like, I'll date chicks, I'll cook for them, and they're like, damn, you're good at cooking. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
Damn, boo,
I'm like, that's because I'm a daddy.
You put the little thing on the waffle and shit? You put the little parsley down, dude? Are those, you're like, babe, those are chives, actually. These are Japanese chives. You can literally say anything about where it's from, and it could be totally not true, but also fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these are Argentinian flour, okay? You can't, they only make this a certain way. You just start making up shit. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck yeah. But yeah, that was literally how I try to find my funny. I'm learning how to write more and write about, like, my own life, which has been working for me.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, like I have you know, some shit that's not true that I just make up. Like I have a Toddler Fight Club. Yeah, like Toddler Fight Club. That's funny in itself, just saying that. Yeah, it's funny. So like, but I'm trying to be more personal about, like, my own life, and I feel like that's what helps people be like, oh, I can get into what he's saying. Maybe if they're not laughing, they're listening, which is not a bad thing, I'm told. Yeah, you know, if they're quiet and engage with you, that's good. But if you're at a bar and everybody's chit chatting, it's kind of hard to, like, figure out if this is good or not. Right. You know. So there's some ups and downs, but I think open mics are good to be, like, present in the moment, like riffing, like, letting the people there know, especially if it's all comics, just, like, letting them know, like, I'm there to make you guys laugh at the very least if it's just you guys. You know? Right. Like, that's it. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was your question, Jake? I am so sorry. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah. Like we said at the beginning, man, there's no rules.
He's not my wife, Derek, okay? He doesn't. He's not going to question me whether or not I was listening or not. Yeah.
So where we were going with that, though, is, like, what led you up to doing the first open mic? Like, where did your brain start being like, you know what, I'm going to fucking do this? Because, like, I remember just watching comedy over and over, and when you watch specials, you don't think you can ever do that. But like shows like Kill Tony and you seeing people do it, like I think that show's special just because you see people fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like when you realize like it's not that big of a deal if you fuck up, it becomes easier to deal with, right?
Yeah. It's the interview part too that really, I mean, the guy that won the golden ticket, the most recent golden ticket winner.
Yeah.
You know, again, I shouldn't be judging people's comedy. I'm sure he's funny, but the minute, again, doesn't justify how funny you could be.
Yeah.
Right? But his interview was fucking crazy good.
Yeah.
And he got the golden ticket based on the interview. So, like, you can be funny and people can see that. And I think Tony's good at that, like recognizing, like, oh, this guy has something. Yeah. You know, he's pretty good at, like, he even says it himself, like, he recognizes talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
how could you not by doing that show for 11 years?
Exactly.
Though, right?
You've done it for so long. You've seen thousands of people, even people within the scene here have done Kill Tony.
A bunch of them,
and have had potentially the worst possible thing. Like being the, you know, like when somebody does something, it kind of becomes like part of like the play on joke for that whole night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what happened fucking this past episode. They kept mentioning something, but it was pertaining to somebody who
I know what
said
you're talking
something about it, and there was just kind of like, oh, we're all in on the fun kind of thing. Yeah. Which is good, and it's good to watch that because it's good to like see comedy, good and bad, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But I definitely started because, you know, just being a dad and wanting to do comedy for so long, I'm like, what's the fucking worst that's going to happen? You know, I'm going to have, which I was right. I've been having a lot of fun. Yeah. And that's all that matters at this point. Yeah. Everybody else who's caught up in like, trying to make money and do moves and this and whoop-de whoop whoop whoop.
Promoting
shit. Yeah. Like I'm taking my steps. Yeah. You know, I'm hosting an open mic. That's the next thing. And then hopefully once I get some more experience, I'll start maybe looking at a bar to host a show or something like that. Yeah. But it's all about being funnier. Yeah. You should have fun and then try to be funnier. That's literally it within the first like 5 years or so. I don't know what the time frame is with the right time frame, but I feel like 1 to 5 you should be having fun. Like that's the most fun because now you're putting all this extra stress and bullshit. Yeah. Well, when you're not even when you're not even funny, you know? Like you've done all the cool business stuff, but you're not funny at all. So like maybe focus on that. Find your voice, be who you...
Well, what's crazy is the funniest people don't give a fuck about the business stuff.
No, you know what I mean? Exactly.
There are people, and I don't want to name who they are.
Let's write them down. Yeah, exactly.
But there's one... We'll talk about this after, but there's one person in particular, like, I've been trying to work with, like, that I kind of want to manage, to be honest with you. Okay. That could potentially tour nationally, and I can't get them to have one fucking business meeting with me.
What the fuck, dude?
I'll tell you later. Okay. I cannot tell you on the podcast.
Yeah, we can't say that. We can't. Because guess what? We gonna shit on you. we gonna give you a hard time, and I don't know what could happen to like.
Yo, you know who I'm trying to bring into town to do comedy right now? Oh my god! So when I worked with Barry Katz, like you know Barry Katz is,
I do know who Barry Katz is.
Yeah. So I built his whole coaching program, like literally with my fucking bare hands, like everything.
Dude, he's a fucking legend. Is he from Arizona?
No, he lives in Malibu. Like so I used to work for Tony Robbins. You know who that is?
I remember. Yeah, you were telling me that. Yeah.
So I met a bunch of fucking crazy people.
Were you jumping on a trampoline before you got?
No, they don't let you jump on the trampoline. That's Tony's trampoline.
By the way, is honestly the most factual thing I think is like just the way that he explains things about jumping on the trampolines, like it's the most efficient type of exercise you can get. Like you're burning X amount of calories, and like you hear this loud, almost like, you know, what are those Easter Island heads talking? Yeah. Yeah. You're like, you're entranced by what he's saying.
That's hilarious.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's really I don't even know where I was going with that. What were we talking about?
You were talking about wanting to get somebody here that you think would be funny, or that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when I was
talking about Barry Katz and like you worked with Tony Robbins and all that.
Yeah, so I met all these crazy people, and like working with Barry, like I was part of his like inner circle coaching group, you know. So I get to meet all of the people that like signed up to like be part of his fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
And I met this dude, and I didn't realize who he was at the time because of his name, right? And his name is Sean Weiss. And do you know who Sean Weiss is?
No, I have no idea.
He played Goldberg in the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, dude, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean my childhood hero from Heavyweights?
Yes, Heavyweights. Movie? Yes. Yeah. You called the podcast Heavyweights, right?
Yeah, our podcast is Heavyweights because we're actually going to change it to the Overweights because we're fat as fuck.
Okay, that's even funnier.
Yeah,
actually,
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I know. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a little bit more leverage. I'm like, listen, Gage. Jake James says overweights is it and heavyweights is out, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta take an executive fucking decision, dude.
Too funny, but yeah. So I met Sean, realized he was Goldberg, right?
Yeah.
Looked into his story, and like he got into drugs real bad, like classic Hollywood kid money. You know what I mean? All of course.
Did he spend it all?
Probably. I mean, more than likely.
Listen, I inherited $200K and that shit went like that.
Gone, right? Yeah.
Gone. Buy a house, you pay off your car.
On day one, you're rich.
Yeah. All that shit is fucking gone, dude.
Yeah.
I have unrealized gains, though, is what I heard is the term I'm supposed to be using.
So you actually owe now.
Yeah, exactly. I have money, equity, or whatever the fucking, whatever they want to call it, but it's not in my pocket.
You're right.
But
so what I'm working on now, and you could tell me if you think this is as genius as I do. Mm-hmm. So in Arizona, all of the hockey rinks have full bars in them. Do you know that?
Yeah, like you're talking about the one in Glendale?
Glendale,
they have one
Chandler,
in Scottsdale, right?
Gilbert, Scottsdale. They all have bars, and the bars is on the glass, so you can watch your kids play hockey while you get drunk in the bar, right? It's fucking awesome. I play men's league hockey in Chandler, right?
No shit.
Yeah, I play goalie. It was funny, right?
Well, no, I mean, I could never ice skate.
Oh, really?
Literally could not.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Like, I probably shouldn't say this. I used to rollerblade too.
Okay.
So that is not. It is frowned upon in Arizona, though.
Yeah.
You
it
are.
Really is,
you could be. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy. What else is he gliding on?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But ice to blades are
two different things.
I couldn't. It didn't translate to me. Like it made me feel scared and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in northern Michigan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
guys go ice fishing and shit.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's fucking. I want to do that. But
it's tight.
But no, go continue. You're talking about ice rings.
Yeah,
and
man.
Fucking,
So met Sean Goldberg, right?
Yeah.
And he's been doing fucking comedy for like 9 years. He plays at like Hollywood Improv,
yeah.
You know, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's actually good. And now my brain's like, yo, like he's not like pimping his name like he should, right? He's doing comedy. He's doing really good, right? So, but I'm like there are hockey arenas all over the country, just like Phoenix, that have full bars, right? I mean, imagine if you were to book the bar at a hockey rink,
and you made comedy show,
Goldberg from Mighty Ducks the headliner at the hockey rink, and you bought 5 Phoenix comics who are hilarious.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
You know,
I'm fucking down,
and then
dude.
you made a fucking awesome flyer that says Goldberg's coming to do comedy at the hockey rink.
Yeah.
You posted them at every rink in town, and then you run some ads towards 35-year-old hockey dads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. Yeah. I would be. That sounds like a great idea because there are a lot of Midwest people. I mean, hence why we have so many ice hockey rinks.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people from the Midwest do live out here now.
There are 14 sheets of ice in Greater Phoenix.
Yeah, dude.
14.
That's probably more than in Midwest.
It's way more. Dude,
maybe
it's way
I'm
more.
wrong. I don't know.
No, it's way more.
It's probably more,
it's
right?
Way more, yeah.
Because there's people that, isn't there, I mean, I don't know if this is a fucking not true, but there's some dude who's a Mexican guy who plays professional hockey and he's from Arizona. So, like, it's possible.
Yeah, dude, fucking Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
I think so. I don't know.
So Austin Matthews grew up in Scottsdale, right? Mm-hmm. He played junior hockey at the Junior Coyotes in Scottsdale, right?
Hell
played
yeah.
AAA hockey.
Shout out Jay Kites.
Right? And now he's the captain of the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs.
Which is a not bad team.
Not at all.
It's
the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing very well right now.
I think he just signed like a $120 million contract or something like that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean?
But all based in Arizona.
Dude, he has a crib. He used to have a crib in Old Town right at the base of Camelback on the south side.
Shit.
And one time, me and my brother was visiting from Wisconsin. And
yeah.
like when people from Wisconsin, I give them like the grand tour tour. Like we do like a 90-minute car ride. I show them everything in one.
Yeah.
And you know how you could go up on Camelback and ride up the mountain?
You can even go through like Papago and like do all that, but like still like
You know where like it goes way up the mountain?
Oh
where the mansion's on the hill.
Yeah, where you can see the mansions as you're hiking through Camelback.
Yeah. So I brought my brother up there. We drove up as far. You know where that castle is up there? Have you seen the castle on Camelback? Somebody built a fucking castle up there.
I know.
It's crazy.
There's so many crazy houses out there too. Like,
anyways, the story is like we got back down to the mountain and it's a very basic Camelback. There's this house, must have been a $3 or $4 million house.
Yeah.
And they just happened to be having an open house at the time. And me and my brother were like smoking blunts this whole time and shit. And I was like, hey, you want to go fucking tour this $5 million house?
Yeah. You guys go in there like you guys. I don't know.
They're like, can we help you?
Yeah. You're like, yeah. How many square footage is this? What's the price per square foot? I'm really trying to check this and verify.
They're like, it's 11,000 square feet, sir.
Yeah, I work for a a real estate agency.
Right.
I work for actually a private investor.
Yeah. There it is.
You just start riffing on
in this
shit.
city. You never know though. You got to treat everybody equally. Yeah, because the people that are dressed like scrubs might actually have that job.
I know people from Arizona who work out in like Silicon Valley who do not look.
Yeah.
They look worse than I do, and they have a shitload of cash.
Yeah.
Like they're doing, like they got like 12 startups going on at one time. Like a lot of that some big guys pumping money because they believe in his ability to make startups, but also you would never know.
Yeah.
Like he has tape around his glasses.
Right.
He's so fucking lazy. He doesn't want to go get new glasses. Like he could have like I would be like, dude, there's like some fire Versace shades you could be rocking right now, dude. Right. What are we doing? Dude?
Yeah.
You think I want $1,000 Balenciaga fucking tennis shoes, dude? Yeah. I bet those motherfuckers are comfortable.
Yeah.
But not the ones that are oversized ones. I'm not a fan of the oversized
ones. The chunky ones?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Like you ever see those Gucci ones that look like work boots?
Yeah, or like the Louis Vuitton Timberland combo. Yeah,
I can't do
that. I can't do that. It's
pretty fire though.
But also, if I had the money,
then why not?
Why not?
Why not
get the mink coat?
Yeah, right.
I'm in Arizona. I may need a mink coat every now and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of mink coats, I went on a tangent of my thought earlier.
Yeah.
I was looking at your Instagram content.
Yes.
And you've got like only 7 posts on your Instagram.
I do.
I encourage you to post more.
Thank you.
I've posted more in the last 2 days than you have ever.
Yeah, that's very true. And you know what? Shame is a good motivator.
You're welcome. It's because I love you.
No. I love you too, dude. I thank you, dude. Because people don't want to have those conversations. Like
honestly, a lot of the Phoenix comedians have not done the podcast yet, right? It's like I picked my favorite ones. Like you're here because
thank you. And
I really like you.
I like you too, dude. And I respect what you do, and I know that you have a better understanding of how to like the business side of shit. And also you are genuinely funny and you're enjoyable to be around too. So like it's fun to like
Thank you.
sit down and like pick your brain. And even that, it's like, okay, that motivates me to like, cause I have a bunch of, I have my other phone that's probably exploded in my car right now because it's in my car, but I have like hours of content of me just doing, shit. And I finally got my tripod, so I'm going to record tonight at Wayward.
Okay,
so,
sweet.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be, and I may need your feedback. Maybe I'll send you some shit that I'm working on, and you can tell me like what should I post and.
Absolutely got you. Yeah. 100%.
But no, you're right. Yeah. There's so many funny people. It's crazy too, like to think that like Phoenix scene is a bubble, but also every major town has this sort of bubble of comedians, and there's there's very funny people here in Arizona.
There are, and they're everywhere, man. When I went to Kentucky, it's Lexington smaller. Like I don't know what to expect, but going to open mics in Lexington, Kentucky felt no different than going to the Wayward. It's the same people. They're just as funny. Like it didn't feel any different at all. And I'm like, is this everywhere?
Yeah,
I'm like, the people I like the best are everywhere?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of good for me because I feel like well, not for me, just in general. Like, if you're out of town and you're in a new scene, I would imagine, at least from my perspective of people coming out of town to do an open mic, we're like, oh yeah, we'll let you, we'll get you a good spot, make it worth your while, at least for the most part. Like if anybody comes from out of town to Bullshooters, like I will for sure put them up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I want you to enjoy your time while you're here in front of like people that will listen to you because you're a new comedian.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, people are going to be like, okay, what's this motherfucker about?
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, we're really lucky that we have the scene that we have here. Like, it's
the best.
It's the best. It's so good.
Yeah.
I keep meeting new people. I'm like, how the fuck have I not met you
There's
yet?
so many more people. Yeah.
I heard there's 500 stand-ups in Greater Phoenix. I heard it was 500.
And I follow everyone except for 17.
Okay.
the other 17 on my Instagram.
You got any comedy beefs?
I have had.
You don't have to be specific, but
yeah, I have had beefs. I mean, we're good now. Yeah, I basically said a roast joke to a lady. Okay. And she's actually very, very funny. She gets a lot of work in like clubs and whatnot. Yeah. And so like I have that, but also it's like a learning experience for me too, where I'm like, okay, like I have to be able to not be mean to people, because then it puts people off. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that roast joke was probably one of my favorite roast jokes that I've ever done. I can only do it for this person, and she's asked me not to say it ever again.
Oh, so, no, really?
Yeah. but today I'm going to do it. Basically, no, you know what? I can't because I have to say her. I go like, I recently translated this person's name in African, and it means 3 cows. Now, it's going to be tough for you to decipher who I'm talking about, but it's very funny in the moment, and it caused a little bit of tension for me. But we're fine now. But there is beef going on now. You know what I mean? Like, constantly.
It comes quick, doesn't it?
Dude, it is.
Even I've had a little bit.
I've had, literally, when I said that, I've had other comics come up to me and be like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, what do you mean? You know, like, so it's like you thinking that you like, just because you do comedy doesn't mean that you're free from like just saying whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
But also like, if you're a comic policing what people say or getting upset or offended, like, you're in the funny business, dude.
Right.
Like you're gonna get your feelings hurt, and you should probably like get some therapy or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, go hit a lap before you start posting beef bullshit, you know?
Right.
Take a lap, Poppy. All right.
You know what lesson I learned immediately in comedy?
What?
Don't bang the female comedians.
Yeah. Or the guy comedians either. The guys too. Yeah. Do not fuck anybody.
Don't fuck anybody who does comedy, right?
No, absolutely not. I even had last night some gentleman who's you may know him. We'll mention his name later. Okay. He's like into somebody else, and I was like, he was like, do you think I could? And I was like, yeah, dude, you could.
You definitely could.
You could for sure, but should you?
No, you
That's
should not.
the question.
Should
you?
No.
Because I've done that.
Who'd she bang before you?
Exactly.
And then what's going to happen then?
Exactly. Yeah. You may be secure with how you feel about this no strings attached type of bullshit that you put yourself through, but the other dude who she's fucking may not feel the same way about
he's
that.
He's still in love with her.
Yeah, he's like, he's blocked.
Yeah. I have officially friend zoned the entire Phoenix comedy community.
I'll beat you off right now, Jake. And it won't hurt my feelings at all if you get that from somebody else. Just so we're clear, dude.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Man.
But I've had experiences even like at a job, dude. Like I used to work at this. I used to work at shout out you mom. It's the largest family shelter in Phoenix. I was dating one of the case managers there, and it just makes it more difficult when you're with somebody and you see them on a weekly basis. Yeah. Whether it's one time a week. Right. It's not good. Yeah. You should not fuck the person that you work with because it just makes it weird and awkward. I don't have that ability to like be apathetic, meaning like just not give a fuck about shit because I genuinely care. Like I'm at baseline, I feel like I'm a good, kind person, and like I don't want to like make them feel weird, you know what I mean? But also when I'm like I'm not fucking with you anymore, like we can't. we can't be having these like we're together conversations.
Right. See,
and it progressively gets worse.
Yeah.
It's just a downhill from there. And now you're fighting in the break room because you looked at, I made a look a certain way, and that's like inferred as me like wanting to have a conversation with you. It's like, bitches are crazy. Right. 100%. I don't care how hot they are. I don't care. I've literally like guys too, but mostly girls. Girls, they're fucking, I've had more issues with girls than I've had with guys.
Okay. Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel that though. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's misogynistic.
No,
I don't know if you want
to. You know what? We started this podcast. We're going to wrap it up. So let's finish with this. All right. This is what we talked about before we got started.
Oh.
The Facebook groups.
Oh, yeah. Is this your man Facebook group?
Is this your man Facebook groups.
That one, dude.
Yeah. So I've probably been posted in those groups like 5 times now.
Oh my God. I think me and my wife have talked about you before. No,
oh shit. Okay, so I went on a first date with somebody one time, and like we sat down and they're like, so just so you know, I saw you in those groups. And I was like, oh, really? So girls, like, if you have a bad date with somebody, they post it, and they're like, this guy's a piece of shit, and he's fucking, and it's like, just because the date didn't go well doesn't mean you have to tear me apart. You know what I'm saying? Just
because, like, you're upfront about what your needs are doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You
and
can also be like, I don't want to do this either. Right. So, all right, don't.
I mean, a couple of times I was kind of an asshole. I probably deserved it a little bit, but
hey, nobody's perfect though. You're
you know what's wild
to have
about
those
that?
fuck up moments and like learn from it. And
exactly.
That's all that you can do.
You know what's crazy about that? Girls don't really give a fuck though. There have been girls that have slid in my DM that was like, "Hey, I saw some bitch like post that you're an asshole in the Facebook group," and they're like, "You actually look kind of fun. What's up?"
Dude, I know,
and I was
man.
like, you know what? I am fun. I am fun.
He is very fun. He is a very fun guy, dude. I bet you got a fat dick on too. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions here at this point. But yeah, we just put it in my mouth. No, fuck. That group has gotten. My wife she shared me that group to me, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
It's crazy, right?
It's wild that women, or just for that page in general, I'm a firm believer of like, people, I've done fucked up things. Yeah. You've done questionable things, whatever. Yeah. That doesn't define who you are. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you should be allowed the opportunity to have somebody make their own perception about you. Like, they shouldn't be basing how they feel about you without even meeting you. Right. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up. Yeah. Because, like, sometimes you meet somebody and, like, instantly, like, okay, this isn't going to go anywhere. And, like, you still go through, like, the date and, like, whatever, you know. You're a nice guy. Like, every once in a while you meet somebody and, like, they're great and they don't get that version of you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's like, what if I was to meet somebody and, like, we hit it off? Like, you know,
they're
maybe
already biased already and they don't even know you. Yeah. Which is a lot of, like, my issues with even in comedy or just in, like, friend circles, like, you know, you do one thing and now you're a drunk.
You're labeled.
Yeah, you're labeled and that's not who you are. And I feel like I have the ability to be like, you know, I can change your perspective or you can really decide how you feel after meeting me. Yeah. You know? And most of the time people they were like just mad just to be mad. Yeah. There's no real justifiable reason as to why they wanted to be that way towards me other than just wanting to be mad. Right. Which is bullshit. It's straight up fucking bullshit and I fucking hate it. But also I've done that too. So I give people grace. I'm like, you know, they got some growing to do. Right. And I have some growing. We all got to grow a little bit. You know, I got to shrink though.
Oh, hell yeah. Good for you, man.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to lose some weight, dude. I'm trying to do fucking keto, dude. Ugh, look at these fucking cornbread titties, dude. Woo.
That's hilarious, man. Yeah. All right. What are your favorite rooms in Phoenix?
Favorite rooms, I would say, I mean, I love Bullshooters. I love Wayward. I love House of Comedy. Stir Crazy is actually very fun.
I've actually never been there.
You should sign up this Sunday. Okay. It's every Sunday, and I think Lamar, he's a very fair guy in terms of booking for the open mic because he gets a variety of people on, so it's not like the same people all the time, which is good. I'd say, yeah, those 4 are for sure my favorite. Oh, and bogeys too. I love bogeys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, anywhere where it's like a tight room.
Yeah,
I like
low ceilings and shit.
Low ceilings. Yeah, I didn't really get that joke. I think they used to. I don't know what club they were teasing on Kill Tony about having the biggest ceilings in Austin, Texas, but I understand because like. Yeah. You'll do good, but you can't tell because you don't really hear the because the speakers are facing towards you, so you hear yourself, and it's tough to hear the crowd in front of you too. So I get having like tight rooms, like Bullshooters, Bogies is fantastic. House of Comedy too, if it's a packed club. Even if it's not packed, like it's designed to.
Casey's Woodshed is fun too. Have you done that one?
Yeah. Woodshed is a good one. Woodshed is definitely a good one. I feel like there's just so many to go to on Wednesday, and especially like yesterday. Yeah. There was like 4 different shows. Yep. There's 3 different open mics going on. One of the shows at the end of the night was an open mic in general. Yeah. So
it's a good problem we have though.
It's a great problem.
It's the best thing of all time.
Fantastic. Like you don't have to be put in one spot. Yeah. You can. And that's what I like to do. I like to go out because I live on the west side. So Wednesdays is like, all right, I'm going to make the hour drive to fucking Tempe. Yeah. I'm going to hang out, see all the East Valley guys, you know, show face, show everybody that I'm
around.
I'm around, you know, like, please book me. Right.
I will come.
I will come. Yeah. On my back, please. That's the only spot that I want you to. But no, seriously, like you got to show your face. You got to show people that you're working on, new jokes. And I love it because especially bogeys, Devin is always good about like, hey, don't do your redneck Spanish. Okay. It's a good thing though. Like you should try to do new shit. Yeah. And be uncomfortable and bomb your dick off to figure out whether this is funny or not.
I like that, man.
So yeah, there's good rooms, dude. There's good rooms. Hopefully we'll see you. You going to Wayward tonight?
I'm definitely going to Wayward tonight.
Okay, fuck yeah.
I have no plans. That's my only plan tonight.
Hell yeah. You gonna get signed up tonight, dude?
You know what? I was thinking I've been thinking of this during this podcast. I don't have anything prepared. I might sign up and just go talk shit for 5 minutes.
Dude, you know what I mean? Okay, and if you do, I do. I'll do that.
All right, I'll do it. Yeah, I got you, man.
I won't do any prepared shit. I'm just going to riff.
You know what I have is I have a list in my phone of like 14 premises. And I've been meaning to go up and just read my premises and just be like, hey, tell me if you guys think this is funny.
It's so good
and I'll expand from there.
Too.
You know what I mean?
It's so good to do that too. Because that's how like I sometimes write is I'll have like a joke written I have memorized but I don't know how to finish it. Yeah. So it forces me to like finish it. Whether it's a premise, whether it's an unfinished joke, it's half cooked, as they say. It's good to just get it out because you're in front of people and the pressure's on. Yeah. Right. So I feel like the pressure and your confidence combined like equal some magic, and you gotta fucking take some risks to make it happen. You can't just sit back and be like.
I feel very grateful that like I came into comedy with the bravery instilled already, because like I was a rapper from like 18 to 28. Like 10 years I did rap music. I played hundreds of rap shows.
I was gonna say that translates to comedy.
So like my stage
can really
presence.
Tell,
when you said my first time on stage, like I didn't really look scared or anything.
No,
like,
you look like you've been doing this for a few years, which technically I would say in a way you have, because you're in front of a crowd.
Probably, yeah.
When you did rap battles, were you like trying to be funny in between? Or?
I never did battles. Like I was just like but I did shows. Like I talked a lot of shit in between songs. Yeah, that's what I mean. Talked a lot. And then like after rap, like I've done a lot of speaking for like business and marketing and shit. So like, all the dumb like the business guys on the internet. Like I used to do that kind of shit too. Yeah. Let me teach you guys how to fucking do marketing today. Like, I did a lot of that kind of shit too.
What's the dude?
Oh, the Gary Vee guy?
Gary Vee. But there's somebody but even before him.
Okay.
He's like a Latin dude.
Ooh.
He'd talk about books in his garage or something like that.
Oh, Ty Lopez?
Ty Lopez, yeah, dude. You're like, you guys got to sell books now.
You'll get a Lamborghini.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, books equals Lamborghini? Why the fuck am I in fucking public school right now? Right. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Yeah, Ty Lopez. But apparently he's like I guess legit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he makes money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's all.
He makes money.
Whether it's cringe or not, it does not matter when you're sitting in Barbados, fucking drinking pina coladas
with a bunch of Colombian chicks.
You're butt naked. You have the smallest penis, and nobody gives a fuck because that money talks. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds great.
Dude, that's what I mean. That's all I'm missing. I have
just $100 million of cash.
Yeah, and I'll bring the tiny dick. That's all I can bring, and a good attitude.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. I love it. All right, man. Well, shit, man. We're about an hour right now.
Oh fuck, are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Appreciate you coming.
Dude, absolutely.
30 Wayward's in a couple hours.
Hours, yeah. Man.
I'm gonna definitely. Do you go early to sign up? You just sign up.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it just depends. I gotta take care of my brother's cat. He lives in town, so I'm gonna go over there. He's gonna teach me how to like not kill his cats.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Which how hard can it be?
Right. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But that's literally what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go to my brother's house and fucking chill. But yeah, you definitely tell me about that Sean Weiss dude.
Yeah, I think that's really going to happen.
I don't feel like we got to talk about that enough, but I feel like that's a great idea. Yeah. Even doing like T-shirts with like, the heavyweight camp.
Well,
Wananaka or some shit like
Camp
that.
Ananaka.
Or some shit. I don't know what it is, but have T-shirts like that,
Me and him were talking the other day, and it's like, what if we could book him a tour of stand-up at hockey rinks all around the country, and we call it the Empty Net Tour.
That sound.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Like
and have like Mighty Duck-esque merch. You
know
what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Something that doesn't infringe on IP.
Whatever
or anything
the most you can get away with, right?
Exactly. The most you can get away with. Even use the heavy. I mean,
the heavyweight thing is huge.
The dude's face is on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally me and Gage. That's like the main character in heavyweights, and Sam. What's his name? Sean Weiss.
Sean Weiss.
Yeah. Those faces are on my Instagram.
Hell yeah, man.
Right
now.
Well,
we're working on that now. I'm working on the Chandler rink and the Scottsdale rink. So whatever one gives me the okay first, we're gonna book it, and then we're just gonna get going, man. So we'll have you on it for sure.
Oh, dude, definitely. And I'll definitely recommend like some banger comics that will fucking bring. I feel like hockey energy you need hockey comedy, right?
It's kind of a little bit bro comedy a little bit, right?
We need somebody who can do bumps and smash beers all over their head.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, I think it's a really unique thing that we could kind of put together. You know what I mean?
I think it's a great way to leverage, what he's already has. Just basically taking that and then putting that to good use.
Exactly.
You went through all this bullshit now.
Yep.
Like, let's take advantage of that.
Capitalize on it, right?
Because so many people, they're going to be like, oh yeah, you're the Mighty Ducks guy.
Right. People are going to show up just because of that.
I mean, I'm more of a heavyweights guy, but either way, that's where I know him from.
Right.
Yeah. So it's going to be fucking great. I don't know when this is going to all happen, but I'm excited.
I would say by the end of the year.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because hockey season's in full effect like November, December. So if we can book it like at the rink while the season's going on, you know what I mean? Like I would love it if like there was a comedy show in the bar and like you could see the rink from the glass and like there's a men's league game going on during that show. Like that would be the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all the dads are chilling, drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just having a good time. We're taking shots together.
Yeah.
We're arm wrestling.
Yeah.
We're
man shit,
throwing darts at things, fucking
sounds great, man.
Skee ball, fucking, I don't know.
The whole deal.
Dude, it sounds fucking fun though. I'm excited for you, and
thanks, man.
I really appreciate you having me on, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
dude,
you so much.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
like I said,
I wasn't like that bad. I don't know.
You're great, man. You jumped in, you killed it.
Hell yeah.
You're natural.
Dude.
You're natural, man.
Thank you,
but
man.
Anytime. I'm doing these all the time now, so like, we'll have you back for sure.
You gotta have Gage Flick on next.
Okay, I don't even know if I know. Do I know Gage?
He's my co-host for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
He's been doing comedy way longer than me though.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's a killer.
Okay.
He definitely needs he probably needs more of this sort of help in promoting.
Yeah. Well, that's what we talked about this at Wayward.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, where like I feel like because I have this, I want this to be like something I give you guys. Like
you know what I mean? That's very nice of you, dude.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like nobody's taking their time to do shit like that.
Yeah.
It's very you know, I will say I understand that things are selfish, but also like if it's mutual for both of us, like it should be able to be mutual for both of us, right? You know what I mean? There's no harm if I show up, but also like it helps me in a way that I think is good for the community, because if you help everybody gets better.
Everyone wins, right?
Yeah, it's a win-win, and we're all on this fucking rock hurling millions of miles through fucking space. Like, why can't we just be nice and chill with everybody?
That's what I'm trying to do, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I fuck with you, dog. Anybody talk shit about Jake James, you're going to have to check in with me, dude. You're going to have to fucking check in with me, all right? You're going to have to check in with Big D, okay? It's my dog, dude. It's my fucking dog, bro.
Thank you, man. I love you, man. Thank you for doing the show.
Absolutely,
all
brother.
Right, we'll see you at the Wayward.
Like.